They're
Spend time with
really,
family.
and these guys are tough.
I'm only a third
They
American.
take no mercy with it. They don't care if you have no insults.
I'm full-blooded
They don't
Mexican,
care.
man. I'm from
They look
LA,
at
yeah.
everything. Everything. From the look, from the
I was El Sereno, right by Lincoln Heights, Rose Hill and all that stuff.
Are you able to look at
I love the place.
videos? Probably once all of this
Okay,
is over.
you ready?
It's in, I have it in a
Okay.
closed room.
Nick,
Yes.
ready?
I am ready, sir.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
My name is Jose. Middle name is Angel Carbajal. I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, California, El Sereno. And I've done my best to live my life to the fullest.
Okay. So you're auditioning for the co-host. So let's go ahead and talk about this rule, know your baggage. Do you believe that you as a man have baggage that you carry into new relationships?
I believe that I brought my own baggage upon myself by relating myself with certain people that I associated with.
So explain to how this baggage works. How does that affect your relationships? Because you know people.
Well, my relationship with my woman,
Yes.
she loves me to death. She's 1,000% wonderful.
Right.
But growing up in the streets of Los Angeles, my brother's a gangster, and I'm a baseball player, football player, volleyball player. So a lot of that got created through our travels, and he kept on thinking he was a thug. To where all I wanted to do was play sports.
So how does that affect your relationship with your girl? I mean, obviously every relationship goes through its ups and downs, and sometimes there are arguments, and sometimes there are disagreements, and a lot of times that's rooted in what we bring into the relationship, not necessarily what the other person has done. How does your baggage affect your relationship?
In a way, she just is concerned whether I'm gonna go lead back into that down path.
Oh, so her baggage is she's concerned with your past. She's not sure you're gonna stick around. She thinks you may go back into a former lifestyle or a family lifestyle.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a lifestyle that I was leading into. It was a family. It was a lifestyle that was
Right.
brought upon me. You know, through my father passing away when I was 12 and everything like that. A lot of things led downhill
Right.
from that day. But she's taken upon herself to look in the greatness of me.
So how do you deal with the issues of your past? So it doesn't affect, do you have children?
Absolutely.
So
too.
how do you deal with the things of your past so you don't pass those off to your kids, or it negatively influences your lady, or negatively influences the relationship?
You know, that's actually a really good question, because a lot of times I think about it how my father treated me when I was growing up. And I don't want to treat my kids that way. My kids, I have two that are actually, they don't live with me.
Right.
The two children that live with me are my woman's children. They call me dad.
Okay.
They're 6 and 4. But they miss me and love me to death. But my father was very abusive when I was growing up. And I don't ever want to see that upon a child's life.
Do you think that it's possible that when you and your lady get together, that even in the intimacy department, that some memories out from past relationships affect how you guys actually interact with each other intimately?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's many times whether she thinks I'm either thinking of another, or me thinking that she's with the other, but her other just actually passed away.
That makes
Which
it
is-
easier because he's no longer in the picture.
Well, no, it doesn't make it easier. It actually makes it harder, because, you know, I'm there for his gravesite. I'm there to spread balloons, Valentine's Day, birthdays, Christmas, or whatever. We always plant flowers for him.
Wow.
And I have no problem with that, because you know what? Death comes a part of all of us.
So is that because of your great love for her that you don't feel any kind of way negatively because of your love for her? You're willing to do this so they have some type of closure and peace.
No, it's the great love of God. I'm a Catholic, so I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that He's taking care of him in the proper way. And also, the kids shouldn't have to be excluded from visiting, even though the father's passed away. Should not be excluded at all.
Okay, outstanding, outstanding. Well, Jose, I appreciate you sharing this transformational conversation.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
Count it down.
3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, everybody out there in TV land. I'm Tim Bostic. I'm here for the position of television host, and I'm here to talk about the topic, knowing how to love.
All right, so look, we've been lovers all of our lives. But you know, there comes a time when love, the physical part of our loving, becomes challenged.
Yes.
You know, and for some people it's earlier than that. How do we maintain or ensure that the love lasts when the sex is over?
Well, first of all, I think a very important component of love is having an excellent memory. First of all, you have to remember why you fell in love with the person. And you know, sometimes I always say about my relationship. If the person can put up with me, I can put up with them. Because I'm a heck of a person to deal with at times, and you know. So I always try to remember the good times. And if that good times, I always talk about this rule, the 80-20 rule. And I come across a lot of people that often come to me and ask me, you know, they tell me about their problems and they find complaints about their lover or significant other. And they say, well, this person does this, and they do this and they do that. And I ask them, I say, you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? They said, what's that?
What's that?
I said, well, look, you have a person in a relationship that does 80% of the stuff that's correct, and they have 20% flaws. But those flaws really, really get on your nerve, but they do about 80% of the stuff correct. Now, and then you decide one day, you know what, enough of this. I'm out of this relationship. And then you run into somebody who you think that's the one, and then you wind up getting with that person, and they do 20%, and you say, wow, I thought this person was the one, but I was better off with the first one I had.
Now you confirm the question. Look, that 20% can be real important. There's some 20% that's non-negotiable.
Right, but
Right.
You asked me a question, the phrase that what happens after the zeal and the excitement and all that stuff wears off. So what I need to do is have a good memory and go back in my mind and say, you know what, this first person was 80%. I think I was better off with that person. But then at that point, it may or may not be too late. So, you know, hopefully you might be able to get that person back. Because, you know, you always weigh your options out, right? They say always go for the lesser of two evils, especially when you're voting when it comes to politics. So always go for the lesser of two evils, and remember why you married that lady. Just don't remember the way she looks, the way her hair glimmers in the sunshine.
But I married her because of the way she looks. I married her to take her off the market. I don't want anybody to get into the cookie jar.
That's
so,
true.
You know, I married her.
Right.
And so now that I ain't in the cookie jar, what I got left? That's why I married her, so I can take her off the market.
You know what you have, love? If you fell in love with her, first thing you fell in love with her, of course, men are visual. We love to look at people and we like things of that nature. But most of all, if you really fell in love with that lady, you fell in love with her spirit.
Amen.
You fell in love with her heart. You fell in love with what she could do for you.
Yeah.
So that's the thing there, really, the nurturing part and the loving, sweet, kind individual she is. That'll remind you that when you get sick and you're in your sick bed, when she didn't walk away, that she still maintained the option that she wanted to wash your dirty underwear.
Tell them.
While she decided decided to cook for you even when you didn't appreciate it. Think about that next time when you decide that you want to pick another hen house to lay your eggs in. So,
Right.
Since I am a great man, and it's her privilege to be with me. After all is said and done, okay, I improved her life.
Okay.
Okay, she's better off because I chose her.
Amen.
Well, okay.
So now I ain't choosing her anymore.
Okay.
And so I want to choose her. But she just nags. She makes it so hard because it's yeah, blah, 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 blah. And after a while, even if the other parts were working, I wasn't in menopause, the other parts were working, at some juncture, that mouth just turns off everything. What do I do? How do I continue to love the woman that will not shut up?
Well, you know what? I got a very good key for that for all men. You know, see, one thing we have to understand: we learn these immortal words. This is a guaranteed turnoff for the faucet. Okay, baby, you're right.
I like him.
If we learn how to keep the peace versus always having to be right, then you probably wouldn't have as many whiskers on your face as you do, and you probably would live about 20 years longer, because we already know 2 + 2 is not 5. But why argue about it? So the point is that you can be right but lose the whole war, or you want to be at peace and win the whole world.
All right, Brother Bossy, thanks for this transformational class.
You smart. You smart. You didn't move. I like that. You ready for the hot seat?
I'm gonna do my rule.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, action.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Diggs, and I'm auditioning for The Rules as a co-host.
All right, so, Sister Diggs,
Yes.
you know you've dated for a little while.
Yes.
No, are you married?
No, single.
So you've been dating around a little while.
Yes.
So you dated more than 3 guys in your life?
Yes.
Okay, so since you dated more than 3 guys in your life, I can presume that you've been somebody's star player, all everything in the world.
Yes.
Okay, you've been somebody's skill player. You guys are simply exchanging services,
Okay.
and you've probably been someone's bench warmer where they just call you and they get ready for you.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about
Why
your
am I agreeing to this so fast? But okay.
because it's true. Because it's true. That's the rule.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. Yes.
So tell me how you found out were you a bench warmer when you really thought you may have been a star player?
Well, yeah. So, met a guy, and depending on where you are in your life is who you date. And my daughter's father passed away, so I was a little bit more open to who I would date, because I felt like I'm going to give you a chance. You're not my type, but you might be a good guy. So this guy who courted me for like a year, like texted me, emailed me, invited me out. I kept saying no, So finally, I said yeah. Go out. I love Hooters, by the way. Love Hooters. Went to Hooters.
I like Hooters too.
Love Hooters. They have really, I don't care what you, Tuesdays, great wings, love it.
Oh, you're talking the wings?
Yeah, the wings. Love the wings. So went to Hooters, had a great time, and we had a really, really great time. And I felt like I missed out this whole year of not giving him a chance. So I give him a chance. We spent a lot of time together. And then, I spent some time with him in his area of residence. Quality time. We'll go with quality time.
Cookie jar conversations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is anyone going to see this? Is anyone going to see this film?
Yes.
Okay, so, because I'm over the singles ministry at the church. Nevertheless, it's a real life situation. The flesh is weak. Okay, so I get to his house, and his car broke down. So we had my car, and I always park my car next to his car because it's a driveway. I park my car next to his car. And then one day his car was in the shop, so we were sharing my car. So he wanted to go out. I didn't want to go out, but I was at his place. So I was like, cool, I could chill out here. I'll let him take my car. So me always checking out my car. So I get up in the morning, I go outside, and my car is not in the driveway. It's on the side of the house. So I'm like, why is my car on the side of the house? You don't even have a car to be in the driveway. So the bells are going off. So we get up, I take a shower, I get outside. By the time I get outside, the car's back in the driveway. I felt like I was going crazy. Like, I know I saw the car on the side of the house. So I get in the car with him, and I'm like, okay, so why is the car on the side of the house? He didn't think I saw it. And he was like, I don't want people in my neighborhood to be in my business. Bruh.
I don't want folks in my business. How's that
My car has been next to your car for like a good 2-3 weeks now. That was like the first red flag. So I kind of still kept dealing with it, because sometimes we don't want to believe what it is, but it is what it is. But we don't think we got, and at 35, we don't want to think you got, but I was getting got. Nevertheless, we started hanging out some more, and then people started calling my phone. But because I don't have that many cookie conversations, I kind of could backtrack who's calling me. So I called them. I was like, who you got calling my phone? No one's calling my phone. No one's calling my phone. Oh, okay. I hang out with him. He calls me back. Okay, so somebody was calling your phone. The girl the married woman that's not his wife, broke into his home and stole his phone.
It can happen.
I was on all the benches. Nevertheless, I stopped messing with him. That was enough red flags for me. I don't do the drama. I have an image for a hole. So, I mean, I didn't know, but you know, you see different things like that you see that you think it's not really what it is, but it could escalate because if you do have somebody breaking into your home, that's a sign. That's the issue that you don't want to deal with. And that's when tires get slashed. And my tires cost about $400, so I'm kind of good. So when I did go back over there after that, but I actually put my car on the side of the house because I didn't want nobody to know I was at his house.
So you went back for more pre-jar conversation.
You know, you think you're gonna change people because you're a really good person, but ultimately I got, so I just stopped going over there.
So was he a good game player? Or is it just that you were bad at recognizing the game?
He was a good game player.
Are we all?
No.
No?
Yeah.
I have 7 brothers. You're not all good.
Great. So while you're going through your bench warmer chronicles,
It's not a chronicle. Like, I'm good right now. Like, I mean, don't let nobody see this. You know?
how do you ensure that you are somebody's star player and not his bench warmer?
You gotta know yourself. Like, I'm stubborn. I like a lot of attention, but I get bored fast. So I'm a walking oxymoron. So therefore, I didn't realize that until I was on my own. Like, you have to spend time by yourself. Some people don't even know what it is to be alone ever. Like, they're always in a relationship. And my favorite topic is the Runaway Bride. When they asked her what eggs she liked, her eggs were whatever guy she was dating. She never knew what type of eggs she liked because she always dated. Like, if you like sunny side up and I'm with you, I like sunny side up. The reality is, when I was on my own, I like scrambled hard but not burnt. So therefore, if I know what I want, then I know what to look out for. And if I come to your house on the first time and you have my car on the side of the driveway, that first time is when we gotta walk away. But we usually don't walk away on the first time.
Hey, thanks for having the transformation.
Okay, Diggs.
Yeah.
You're single. You have one child,
Yes.
a daughter,
A
right?
daughter, mhm.
I know that much about it. Okay. How do you normally spend your time right now? Whew, yeah.
I run 6 businesses. I have a TV show that I'm actually working on. I've done TV, but I'm actually stepping out of the limelight and actually going into producing behind the scenes. I have my own graphic tee collection. I sew skirts now. I do marketing and graphics. I do motivational speaking. I host events. I model. It's a plethora of things. So I got to the point where, because sometimes I wake up in the morning and my mind is like gone because I don't know if I'm sewing or doing graphics. So I actually had to prepare a schedule because my daughter is an entrepreneur as well now, and she's running 3 businesses on her own. So we have to plan, like, okay, Monday is graphics, Tuesday is skirts, Wednesday is whatever. I go to the gym every day. I've lost 80 pounds, thank you. The camera adds 40 pounds, so the camera adds 20 pounds, so I had to lose like 40 pounds. So I do go to the gym every day. I watch what I eat, and I try to have the same regimen. I do still work at City Newport News temporarily. I kind of gave my notice on Friday, so I'm pursuing my dreams full time now. I was a psych supervisor, so I ran the Parks and Rec. I've done Boys and Girls Club, YMCA for 6-7 years, so now I'm just focusing on me.
How can you, with 6 jobs and a daughter with 3, how can you commit to this program, which is a 12 to 14 week situation?
Well, you know, I've already been in TV, so it's all about priority. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for me, it's time for me to be successful. You always got to be ahead. You always got to be the host, the main host. You don't got to be always in the limelight. And I've done makeup and hair every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock for years, and I just want to do something different and share my ideas with somebody else.
Okay.
Because I can't get where I'm going by myself.
Why relationships? Why this particular platform or genre?
Those who don't do teach.
Do you?
I'm good. I've helped people. People who got married behind the advice that I've given them. You know, with having 7 brothers, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been in a lot of stuff. And I've asked God about it numerous times, like, why me? And he was like, somebody got to be the example. So when I'm telling you the story, that story legitimately happened. This is how you legitimately deal with things. It's like real life situations. I can't help you if I didn't go through it. I'm not relating. I'm not going to pretend like I know what you're talking about when I don't. And unfortunately, I've kind of been through everything. So I don't think I went through that for nothing. So if I did go through it for somebody else, somebody's going to have to know about it.
That's why we film this one.
You can tell my truth because, you know, transparency is a beautiful thing, you know, but ultimately what I went through, you know, wasn't always for me. So if it's not for me, then I'm going to let people know that, look, I got beat up. And if I got a black eye, somebody's going to know I got this black eye. I mean, I did get beat up, but I'm just saying, you know, it wasn't for me. It was for me to share with somebody else. So.
being that this program is going to be on Sky 4 and beyond,
Okay.
big picture,
Go ahead.
The main one, huh?
the main one. I heard you say earlier that you asked twice. Will anyone else see this footage?
I was just joking. I don't care. You know I'm transparent. You know I'm completely transparent.
I know Diggs on the outside. Yes.
Oh, no, I'm
yes.
transparent.
But
Like,
there's are there any stories or anything about you, any information about you that you care not to share?
Oh no. I'm actually really good with that because, like I said, I'm very transparent. I think I share too much stuff, but God told me to talk more, so I'm talking more. I'm not ashamed of anything that I went through. If it's something that did happen and it's brought to me, if it does happen, I usually address it because when you lie about it, it don't go away. So I might as well get it out in the open. I know nobody's not perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm excited about my life and what I did and, you know, how I can help other people. So I'm completely okay with myself.
Chatting about relationships and so on.
Yeah, because I talked to him about sex. I asked him, I was like, you know, I have issues with my flesh. Like, what's the problem? Because I don't think I have to get married to have. Because I told him one day, I was like, look, I just want to get married so I can have sex all the time. And he was like, the reality is that your body wants it because it's a natural thing. He said the key is to stay focused and make sure you're not putting yourself in a situation where you got to fight your body. So I make sure I stay busy enough that I'm not fighting my flesh on a regular basis because when I get caught up, I'm at the altar every Sunday. It's the reality of life, and people don't talk about that in church. They don't talk about the fact that you have flesh. And when you have sex, your body thinks that you're married, so it's always looking for you to have sex, which is why you always have them urges. People don't want to talk about that, but if you're not having sex, if you never had sex, you would never know. Your body would never know. Like your first time was good sex, and you out bad. Now see, my first time was good, but you know when I got older. Learn some tricks and stuff. But it goes back to knowing yourself. Because my daughter's father, I know I'm rambling on, my daughter's father was my first real partner. And I used to brag like that's good. Like I would love her to so and I hit no more, but that was the only thing that I knew, so I thought that was the best thing. But I got on my own and learned some different things and watched some videos. I was like, yo, he was whack. And I got, you know, he not here no more, but I always wanted to come and be like, yo, like we can try this one more time and I can show you. But nevertheless, it's life, it's knowing your body, and you know, I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I'm not, you know, really out there having a whole bunch of sex, but sometimes the flesh get weak, you know what I'm saying? And when it does, I'm honest about it because it's real money. I don't want it biting me in my butt when I make it and they be like, oh my gosh, I slept with her, she won't marry me. And it was good, tell it all.
Thank you. Thank you. Where's the main man? You ready, sir? Okay. Did you get a chance to fill out the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I know she's the
Paula B.
swim coach for the
Do we have his questionnaire?
swim team.
You gave it to me? Is this it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need your name on it, sir.
You ready, big guy?
All right, thank you, Diggs. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Never that. Come on. I'm always on TV, man. You know that.
You need to be there. You know what really want to talk about? Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. My brother know what he's talking about.
Coach Ellis, do you need this?
I do.
And if you want him to fill it out, finish filling it out afterwards.
Okay. So, what do you want to go by? Scott.
Everybody, good luck, everybody. Y'all have a good one now.
Who's leaving us? Somebody leaving us? Ray? Is it Ray?
Just left.
Y'all have a good one now.
Yeah.
Probably got right out of that one. It was okay, they got change your clothes, right? So you guys helping y'all walk in the room, what?
I didn't know the DJ.
Well, I told him, I said, your friends this and that, whatever you do, if you have time free to go out and change something,
My last one is here.
who the heck of it? You know what, you can never tell them.
Tell me in the heat of the moment when it No,
They canceled out. Yeah.
But see, again, it makes you think. Right. It makes you
You have one more after him, and we're gonna have it. Okay. What time is it? 7:40.
No, that's good.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
To make sure that the type of
It's just, no, he's gotta hit some button or something. And I was asking what button to show up.
Exactly. Coach, we have to wait.
Excuse me. I was going to be there. I felt that to me. Show like that.
No, we're good. Just give us a few minutes.
You want to say take advantage?
We're gonna get started in a few minutes.
Take advantage.
What's the name again? I'm sorry.
Randolph Scott.
Randolph Scott.
Like it's Scott Tish.
Okay.
You can call him Scott.
Now, I understand the radio, but it's like,
That's the last one.
As far as I know, I'm there.
show that it's being developed.
I don't like
Why did you start early? Like, well, you grandmother down grandpa down so much food, I gotta help them out.
6 of them.
No great love.
Being around. They don't come back and give you straight out.
No great love.
How happy they'll be to see you do it.
This body tells me every day.
Coach, can we use this time for,
You not
Do it again, contact us.
do the PT test.
till their time?
I was there. I was at a program.
While we're waiting,
Doing like this.
while we're waiting, I want you guys to so
I
need to hear this.
Yes, sir.
while we're waiting, I want you guys to think about something, right? So part of the show, part of what makes the show work is the dynamic interaction between each other. Okay? And when you guys come up, today, we're gonna have the conversation about bench warmers. That's for you ladies. We're gonna talk about bench warmers and your bench warmer experience. Okay? So I want you to think about it, because if you tell me you haven't had one, we're really going to dig into this. So, but I want you guys to really think about it. Again, you ain't got to tell you about all your history. But again, we're looking for transparency, and that, if I'm honest about it, that's going to be our money maker. We start helping people understand that you really were played as a bench warmer when you thought you were the star player, or you really thought, you really thought you were the only one. You gotta listen to my show. I said, ladies, have you ever met the one, only to find out you were not his one, or two, or three?
Right.
Okay. So what happens when you find out that you were one of many? When and he treats you like you're the only one. I will tell you personal experience. I have a person who calls me once a month from different phones, because I try to block that phone number every time I get it.
You gotta keep us switching phones.
And I dogged her out. I was brutal. And I said, why do you keep calling me? And she said, because when I was with you,
That's
3,
normal, man.
2, 1, action.
Hello, my name is Randall Scott. I'm on this for the co-host show called Rules.
All right, so we're going to deal with, look, man, I know and you know that we are hunters,
Yeah, we definitely are hunters.
okay? And dating is a goal-oriented activity that usually ends around 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right, exactly.
But one of the rules is that we have to protect the cookie jar.
You have to put the picture.
So what do you do? What responsibility do you have to protect her cookie jar?
Our responsibility to make sure that she's safe, make sure she get home right, make sure the family, make sure that she's there safely with me. You know, we're in the street. That's my job. So if
But that's her. That ain't her cookie jar. I'm talking protecting the cookie jar. I ain't worried about whether, she's cold and all that. I want to know protecting the goods protecting the investment that I want to make a deposit.
man, it's you have to protect this cookie jar, because at the same time, that love is like very strong and vulnerable. So as I'm saying, it's like this: God brought me down to her as a protector. So if anything jump off, or as I'm saying, as we walking down the street and a brother, hey miss, that's calling out a name the wrong way, and you walk on it and you see it, that's disrespected. So I had to protect that cookie jar.
But do you protect her just because you are having cookie jar conversations with her?
Nah, I protect her because I love that woman.
What if you didn't love her? What if you wasn't married to her? If you just some girl that you were dating, trying to go have the night long rolling around with each other with the screaming and the yelling and we love you, Big Daddy. And at the end of the day, she thinks she loves you. Now, do you have a responsibility in protecting her cookie jar, not her, but her cookie jar, from you?
I have the responsibility to protect her regardless. if I'm dating her, I still have to protect her. It don't matter how you put it. A man could go with a woman, they could have sex with her, they could have fun, they could go out and have drinks. At the end of the day, regardless, once you step out the door, you still have to protect her.
That ain't my wife. That ain't my woman. Why am I protecting her? She a
It's out of respect.
She a grown woman.
It's out of
She got her
respect.
own money. She got her, she keep running. I can do this. I don't need a man for this. Why I gotta protect her?
Because it's still out of respect though, regardless, you have to protect her. It don't matter what you do, you still gotta protect that woman, man.
Is she weak and vulnerable? Is she unable to take care of herself? She make more money than me. Why I gotta protect her?
Because her spirit, man. If you had a good connection with her spirit, and God let her know that you got that good connection with her spirit, you still gotta be protected.
Dog, I hear you, but I ain't trying to connect with her spirit.
I understand that, I respect that.
Okay, so if I'm connecting with other pieces,
Oh yeah, yeah.
then how do I protect the cookie jar when I'm actually not interested in her as a person? I'm just interested in her as a
Then that's
product.
well, that's something different than if you interested in her product. Because I'm not interested in that product, I want to go further than that.
That's what men say. That's what we're supposed to say.
Nah.
Because that makes women all bushy inside. Oh, he's so cute. He's such a gentleman. No, we are hunters.
No, yeah, we all hunters. We gonna be all hunters. Yes, we are. But at the same time, we still gotta see what we want in life.
Right. So I'm protecting the woman in my life.
Exactly.
I'm still hunting for others.
Yeah, at the same time, you get killed while you're getting hunted.
How does that work out?
Because that one that you was with, that you protected, that's the one that might kill you.
See, that means that she hasn't been properly conditioned. She ain't been properly trained yet. That there are ways that she ought to respond to me. They ain't got to do with them other women who I'm hunting.
Well, yeah, that's true. But as you hunting, 9 out of 10 one of the women know her.
No, I ain't hunting in the same campground.
No, not in the same
You know?
camp. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's the same camp. It don't have to be in the same camp. It could be a co-worker. It could be anybody that know that individual. So while you hunting, you're gonna get killed in the process.
I'm told that there are 6 degrees to everybody.
Yes, it is.
So 6 people that between me and 6 other people, somebody will know who she is, and that is a place of that concerns me because I want to make sure that I don't get caught.
That's why you protect yourself too at the same time as the cookie jar.
All right. Hey, thanks for the conversation.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Thanks for the conversation.
You know I'm wrong with you, man. I hear you, man.
Mr. Scott, one
Yes, ma'am.
couple of quick questions. Why today? This is the 3rd time. Why today?
You know, by today I was getting picked on to come up here.
You was coerced, huh?
Yeah, I was just basically come up here to support my wife. That was my thing was, you know, so I got, oh man, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. So I said, let me try it out. So I said, let me try it out. So that's what I did. Cause I, you know, I like being in front of cameras regardless. I've been doing it for years, so it really don't matter being in camera, pictures. It's all old.
Do you think you can keep an objective opinion doing a platform like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can keep that up. It's how you go with the flow. If your vibe is not there with that individual, it's nothing to talk about.
Okay. Even if it was you, your wife, and Coach Ellis, could you handle something like that?
Yeah, of course.
You don't give her a hard time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's about business.
Okay.
You know, I'm as sweet as another person. That's who you are.
Right. Okay. You know how to separate.
Yeah, I know how to separate all that.
3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, I am the motivator, Lynetta Jordan, and I'm happy to be here today auditioning as co-host for The Rules.
And we're going to talk about, you know, your list.
All right.
So look, Lynette, right?
Yes.
All right. One of the things that drives men nuts about women, you guys got all these rules. You got this list of stuff you guys want. How do I get a copy of this list so I know what I'm going to fake doing so I can get to the cookie jar conversation?
It's funny, you could always ask the questions. And you know, sometimes men have a good way of asking questions and acting like they're interested. And I like what you said. Sometimes they ask the questions so they can find out what they need to do to play the game and get to the cookie jar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, it's all about the cookie jar.
Okay.
It's all about the cookie jar. Don't let no guy fool you. It's all about the cookies. So,
Okay.
what's on your list of your must and must not haves?
Well, you know, I think the older you get, the more mature you are, and you recognize that certain things matter more than others. Yes, I still want him handsome. Yes, it's wonderful if he's, you know, has plenty of money. That's wonderful. However, I need somebody that loves God and loves me. And I don't need anybody that I have to train or teach, because that's for parents to do with children. I need a man that comes ready to love, who's been through enough in his own life, that he's made a decision that he wants to be with one woman, and that one woman is me.
So you want him broke from all the other stuff he's been through. You want him broken down. So he's just so happy that you're willing to be with him.
I'm a motivator, but I don't want him broken down, because you know what, you can end up in a crisis if you have a broken person. I think that you know, in life we all have gone through some heartaches and some headaches. It's important to go through a healing process before you get back out on the field again and start dating again, because if two broken people get together, you have nothing but chaos.
So on your list, you want someone
Yes.
who loves God,
Yes.
who loves you. That's it.
No, I mean, be not. I want him taller than me, even though
Man, you're about 8 feet tall. How's that going to work?
basketball player.
Look, oh, so you want a baller?
No.
I ain't mad at you. It's just no love for the 5'6" brother. I get it.
No,
I
I
understand.
still have love, and believe it or not, my dad was actually shorter than my mom.
Yeah, but you try to get with your dad. So I mean, you know,
No.
I mean, you know,
No.
what happened to folks like me that's 5'8" on a good day?
On a good day.
Good day.
Yeah, I just had to take my heels off. That's all.
I hear you. Though. For the right conversations, we don't even need heels. I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, you know.
Absolutely, but that's very important, because we have to remember when we look at our list what can be changed. I mean, because height doesn't define character.
That's true.
You understand? Complexion doesn't define character. Although at my first look, he'll be golden and tall. I mean, if he's dark and a little shorter, I would be crazy not to pay attention, because he may have everything internally that I need.
So you're saying that dynamite comes in small packages?
Well, all right, you said it.
Yeah.
To the words of my mouth.
Okay, I got it. So on your list, so
Yeah.
so you gotta love God, you gotta love you. If he's tall, bright and light and handsome with good hair, that's good. That's a plus for you, right?
That's plus.
So if he's short, kind of fat, and dark, that's kind of maybe not quite good. What else is on your list as a must-have?
You know, I really think conversations are important. It is really important to connect with people, because the more you connect with people, the more you get past the younger things. For example, you know, when you're a teenager in high school, you're looking at what their status is. Oh, are they on the cheering squad for you, or they're on the football team?
Yeah.
You know, at that age and stage, you're looking at, oh, the height matters and their complexion and their hair. But as you get older, all of those things, the priority kind of decreases, and what goes up is what's really in the heart.
Yeah, that's for women. For guys in high school, there's only one question. Yes or no. It doesn't matter how tall she is, it's just yes or no.
Yeah. So I think too much about it, huh?
Yeah, I just think that you think like a girl.
I think like a girl.
Yeah, so, you know, on your girly list,
On the girly list, right? Because a girl, you're looking for somebody that has the quality. I'm looking for somebody that has qualities. You know, I recognize when I was younger, I was looking at men to see if they would be marriage material. Okay, I was looking beyond just their outer appearance and trying to see how do we communicate, how do we flow, how do I feel when I'm in their presence. So all of those things matter. They really, really do. And
so you're saying now that you're a little older and more seasoned than a 20-year-old?
I'm younger and a little bit more mature.
Okay, so you date for a purpose instead of for a process? You date for a purpose instead of just for a process?
Absolutely.
And so this list you have of loving God, loving you, and being tall and light and good hair, you know, those are important. What's one thing on your list that is a deal breaker?
You know, he has to be a Christian and love God, because I'm too involved. That's my heart. That's how I live.
What is a good Muslim?
If he's a good Muslim, I'm just going to cut it off at the beginning. I don't want to date a good Muslim.
He's a
If you
good-
don't date one, you won't marry one, right?
I don't know. be married at first sight. I don't know. So if he's a good man, he's spiritual, but he doesn't go to church.
I've come too far. I've come too far to compromise that right now. And of course, if we want to go spiritual, we can say the word says be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. You can be unequally yoked with people that go to church because their level of commitment is not the same as yours, or they don't. It's not a lifestyle, something they do. It's a recreational activity or social status thing. I go to church.
I go to church to meet girls, because you know church girls are the best.
Church girls are the best, and you can fool them fast, right, guys?
And how? Because you know why? Because they desperate. Anyway. Here's another conversation.
I love
Church girls, yeah.
I love it. What's the church girl share?
I learned as young.
I can calmly stress the word calmly because I know how some of us are. Been there, done that. You have to calmly talk to this person and find out what the issues are, if there are issues, or what specifically has changed in the dynamics of that relationship so you all can work towards getting it back together. And if he just wants to be selfish, then you can show him what selfish is. Treat him the way he's treating you.
Hold on.
Dinner is not ready when he comes in. You are
She gonna treat you like you're. Go, man.
Here's the thing. She's bringing all these problems now at year 15. Now, obviously, each one of these things happen at different times, different situations of the relationship. So he don't want to hear that right now. You ain't gonna bring me everything, all your issues. I'm tired of you doing this, tired of you not doing that. You don't do this enough. You don't do that enough. No. Let's talk about one thing, because I can't answer everything at one time. Let's talk about one thing.
Okay. So, good.
The problem is I felt that it's a combination.
Good.
My main thing is, like, first off, no matter what relationship, honesty should come directly from the beginning, no matter what. Even so, like, last night, my girl and I, we got in an argument. We've been together for only just a year. She's disappointed because I'm doing this stuff, and she's just like, so you're gonna be calling this, and you're gonna be calling that. I was like, yeah, but I'm not. Just.
So long as you're honest about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
And then when I walked away last night from us arguing, I went to my sister's house. I went to go see my nephew he plays bass. So when I went to go see them, she was like, nice to know you having fun. Hey, but at least you know what? I'll be honest with you. Where I'm at, my location, and you know what? I am never going to be dishonest with you.
All right, got it. So,
I think I agree with them, but the difference is that it started at the gate. She set herself up. People tell you who they are from the beginning. I guarantee you these are manifestations that happened when they were first dating. He was the same person, and she allowed that. And when you allow and you tolerate, people begin to accept that this is what you're going to do. So now you married him without the communication, without the talking or whatever, and now you're expecting to change the rules of engagement. You cannot change the rules of engagement. You have to communicate that from the beginning because people will treat you how you allow
That's
them
why
to.
the beginning should be truthful.
So hold on. Jump in here, brother. She just said the man had to have lied up front.
No.
That's why in the beginning, the man should be truthful.
Let me tell y'all something about a little practical wisdom.
Always
Everybody
truthful.
Everybody talking over everybody's head. Remember one thing my mom taught me. A man not gonna do any more to a woman than what a woman allows. Right? And we already know the whole thing Malcolm X says, you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Right.
Right? Now, if you're the type of person and you're passive, it might take you 12 years to get mad. But you got to figure out the person's personality. Is this woman the type of person that just let it go on and fester all this time, and like you said, in year 15 she had something to say? Or he's the type of person that he just didn't want to hear out in the first place? So basically you have to examine who you're with before you get married to him.
Absolutely.
You got to know who you are, and you got to really realize that this person is who they are, and they refuse to change. And you got to decide whether you're going to put up with that for the rest of your life before you marry that person.
So in other words, they violated the rule because they did not know themselves, they did not know him, therefore they could not know their us.
Right, so
There should not be no violation because it should be truthful all the way through.
My question is, do you really know the person that you're married to? Because the thing of it is, you've never seen really that dark side. And when I minister to women, I always tell them, make sure you know that dark side before you get into it. Because they're not going to show you that. So the thing of it is, just like he said, there's some women that may not know how to express themselves. And then once it gets all bottled up, they just pop and let it go.
Also, it goes to men.
It ain't my fault. She can't talk and she ain't.
But the thing, I'm not,
It ain't my fault. She ain't explaining to me.
It's also men too.
but the
I
thing
don't know how
of
to
it is that
express
she
myself.
may be intimidated. She may feel as though that if she really expresses herself, you may not understand it. You may
She
leave.
shouldn't have married him from the beginning.
Exactly.
That's why I say people show you who they are, and people show you their dark side when they're dating. When you're dating someone, they show you. You see how they react to bills, or you see how they react to friend situations. You see how they act at sports watching TV. Nothing is new under the sun. We choose. What happens is 50% of people fall in lust before they fall in love, and most people, when they walk down the aisle and they get married, they're still on the sexual high. The reality comes in the day after the wedding, and you have to deal with the realities of life.
But like Martha said,
So my thing is, now we're here 15 years later, and what are we going to do moving forward? Because we don't know the full story about what happened. Was she passive? Did he change? Did she change? We know that men are one-minded, and if something else is going on, wait, let me say what I want to say, because I didn't speak while anyone else was speaking. When men are focusing on one thing, so if it's finances or their job, they're focused on that, and it's very hard for them. It's a little more difficult for them to focus on other things while they're focusing on that. So someone said maybe there's something going on. Karen said communication. That's when communication comes in. Because if I'm going to marry you, when I tell you through sickness and in health, life or death, I mean that. I'm going to be your ride or die. And I'm going to fight for my marriage, I'm going to fight for my family, and I'm going to fight for my covenant. So whatever I need to do. But as a woman, I also have to understand that I need to pick my battles. Everything is not a battle. And if I came into the marriage and I did all the cooking and all the cleaning, and we're in year 15, I don't have a right to complain that he didn't, that he's not cooking and he's not cleaning, and I'm picking up his dirty socks and drawers off the floor because he's missing the hamper. So you have to decide what is important. You know, is this behavior make or break? Can your marriage survive? Can your family survive? And if it can, it's not that we're being passive, but life is hard enough. And especially, you know, for men, especially for men of color. So when you go out there, you come home, I want your home, our home to be the same place. So I have to decide, how am I going to bring up this topic? What topic specifically am I going to bring up? And I need to be okay with whatever answer you give me.
And at the same
Scott, jump in there.
Yes, but I mean, I'm not going to.
But honestly speaking, I mean, you're right about that, but at the same time, it's still communication, no matter how you put it. I mean, I come home, I cook and clean, I do all that, regardless. So if she still want to complain about something that he didn't do, then why complain about it now? So if y'all been together for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and still doing the same thing, you'll come to me 30 years later, honey, look, something wrong with the situation here. And he's still not trying to hear that, there's nothing to talk about behind that. But you can still try to help your marriage though.
What this is that you have to know what I learned. You have to know your spouse's love language.
As you do.
That's what you have to know. Let me explain. It took me a long time to learn my husband's love language because my husband is not a romanticist. I am. So I would get upset at Valentine's Day when everybody was getting flowers at work and I wasn't getting them. But my husband would, if something happened to the car, or if I needed to go somewhere because I don't like to drive, he would take me. If I needed money, he would give it to me. I don't need to send you flowers to your job to show you that I love you. And I didn't understand that. But that is his love language. And once we get an understanding of that.
Go to you,
Comment on what you said. Love is not about love. It's always about getting the person. So that for him to know your love language, you benefit by speaking your love language. Meaning that your love language is access like this, or so say, oh, whatever his love language is. But that may not be his love language, but love is not about
Exactly.
I see him stand there.
I think he's too That's also 15 years now. All behavior is learned, therefore it could be others. Even though a person maybe doing something, if a spouse or husband or wife did not like what somebody was doing, and it's something that's against them, beating them up, all behavior is learned, it can be on. But the trick is, you may not be having the skill set to do it, and they may need some help to get it.
Also, in addition,
I want to say one thing.
He said something, and I want to challenge him. He said, love is about the other person.
Love's always about that.
Now, that's what we've always been told. But let's be honest. I fall in love, it makes me feel good. Everything I do when I'm in love, we can say it's about the other person. But if it doesn't make me feel good, if I don't know if I don't get the benefits from it, if it doesn't feel, I don't do it. When we're really honest about it, I don't love you for you. I love you because how it makes me feel.
not necessarily.
Talk about it.
No.
Go ahead.
I've been wanting to speak about this all the time. But, I mean, it's not just about the other person, it's also about yourself too. Because you know what? When I was growing up, my father, God rest his soul, he died when I was 12. But you know what? When I was 10, he put a shotgun in my head in front of my mother. So it's about the other person's perceiving of life itself to give it to the other one.
So it's still about
and so you can actually relate how life is going to be and how you want it to be. And it's how you take that in and just try to move forward.
Okay, and in respects to that, that may be true, but you have to understand your truth may not be everybody else's truth in reality. And at the same time, you also have to be careful what you let into your marriage as well, because what happens in today's world, gender or stereotypical identity is totally different. So what you may see something else now, I may like it, but then now you're saying, I want this for myself, but you have to be forgetting.
Are you suggesting that the acts of love, speaking her love language, we speak her love language because it gives me benefits. Okay.
You're also giving her benefit too.
I'm not speaking her love language for her.
But then you're not in it. You're in the game for the wrong reasons. You have to be in the game to communicate with her and for yourself.
Help me out here, brother.
Well,
help me out.
I'm speaking because what my mother wants me to do.
What you do is you're doing something that you feel is good to make her feel good. For instance, like she was talking about with the flowers. You know, the average guy is buying the roses or presenting the flowers because he knows, just like it's going to make her feel good and it's going to be for benefits when she come home. But on the other hand, if you feel, if what you're doing is really what you feel, this is what I want to do for you because I want to just see the way you feel, the way it makes you feel. And not necessarily all the time the way, the response that it is, but just to see your woman just feel good. She just like, and everything you said, everything you've done, it just made her feel, when she sees you, she sees love. When you walk through that door,
she feels peace.
Exactly, that too. And it's just, it's a common thing. And when you know you are exuding that, so to speak, it's like it's just another whole feeling that you want to pass on.
It's called glory.
Well, love is an action word. It's not a verb, and it's reciprocal. But if you feel my love tank, then I'm not going to have a problem giving you what you need, even if it's not my primary love language. I know my primary love language is quality time. And that can be, I'm a football, basketball, you name it, sports. I can sit on the couch all day, make you some wings, put my feet up and eat. And if you give me that, I know, right? But to me, that's quality time. It doesn't mean you have to take me out and always spend money on me. But if you give me that, then I'm going to be more inclined to take from my love bank to give to you because you're meeting a need. But our primary love language is really what makes us feel valued. And so if my primary love language is quality time and you don't spend it with me, then that means I don't feel valued. And it's going to be more difficult for me to give you what you need because I don't feel like you value me.
And you came up for explaining what that value is.
But if I'm smart, if I'm I'm smart, I know that's your love language. I'm going to fill your tank up for the benefits it gives me.
But that's open a relationship. Well, no, I don't.
Because you're doing the same
That's
thing.
what
You're
you're
filling
thinking.
me up for the benefit.
Yeah, that's true, but it's reciprocated. It's a cycle. This is love both ways. It's not all about let me just love you.
If I
and love
see you
and give
smile,
more
guess
love.
what?
And
I'm
the
going to
conquest and the conquest can't always at the end of the night be getting the cookies.
Yes.
It can't always.
Hold on. That's woman talk. Hold on.
Women wanted to just as much as guys. It's not a fairness.
Intimacy to most women is intimacy. It's about right. It's about but it's about the act of loving me. It's not always about the act of having sex. But if you fill my tank that way, intimately, and you spend that quality time with me, who you want, Lolita? Because I will be whoever you want me to be, swinging from the chandelier. Because
miscommunication. My first marriage, my first Christmas. For my Christmas present, he gave me a vacuum cleaner and a walker machine, right?
Is he alive?
Yeah. And my thought was, what in the world is going on with him? But I was a housewife, so I had to think what he was thinking. He was trying to make my job easy. He knew that I like to make things homemade for him. So after I cleaned the house, Mr. Trice brought me, made him this little walker, and we sat down and I said, you know what, I really do appreciate these skills, but you know, we sat down and we talked about it. You know, it's okay to give me a walking machine, but how about give me a little ring on the side? You know, so sometimes I appreciated the things he brought me, and I had to understand why he brought those things for me before I reacted. I took the time to understand why he did this. And I was able to respond appropriately. I agree with everything, and I'm sorry, Jody, everything that Jody said, but in reverse. I think, like this young lady said, it's communication. It needs to start out the gate. The problem is that everybody is always talking about love language after they get into the relationship and profess love. Okay, and you should. I can only speak for me and my husband. Okay, I told him, he told me out the gate. We communicated things, and I'll give you a perfect example. I told my husband I hate red roses. When we were dating, when we started conversating. I hate red roses because they're corny, they're cliche, and on Valentine's Day afterwards they go on wholesale. If you want to do something for me, do something unique. And he remembered that. So speaking like this young lady said, my love language, the first time he bought me roses, it was a unique tri-colored rose that he had specially made for me because he knew that I hate red roses, okay, because it's corny or whatever.
You said a bad example.
That's where it begins. The problem is that most of us jump into the bed instead of on a couch and conversate and talk and tell each other what you want. I'm like you. I'm a football woman also. I mean, I run a football league. Okay, so I'm well versed in sports. You talk about bench warmers and all of that other stuff, and I'm clear with that. With God thinking about bench warmers, but I've never been a bench warmer because a bench warmer means that I don't hang with the best. That's what a bench warmer is. They don't meet the standards of all the other players on the team. I met the standards of the other players on the team. I was just on the wrong team.
Now, if let's just be true, honest about it. You were stating that the only reason I do this for her, for the benefits of me. Now let's think about a ritual. I'm gonna tell y'all the men's ritual. To court a woman. If he really wants a woman, right? What does he have to do? Bring her roses, not red, take her out, do all these other things. But if you truly love somebody, like not just my wife or my daughter, you love to please them. And us black men, we have a code about pleasing our women. Sexually and other ways. If you please them, right, everything will fall in line. Right, but are you doing that for yourself? Or are you doing that because you love her? That's the type of way, that's your way of showing love. Men don't always come out and say that they love you, they show you that by their actions. So if I really love my woman, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna do it because I love that.
Hey, to retaliate on that? To retaliate on that?
Hey, I'm raising a red flag. I'm throwing
To retaliate on that? I just bought my woman a $500 necklace.
But what about the
I got no appreciation
what she's saying about black men. What about the learned behavior? What if they don't know how to do that? Because a lot of times, a black man doesn't know how to do it because they've never seen it. They have to teach them. Women are natural nurturers. Absolutely. So we know how to do it.
All right.
So what I'm saying to you is that if you don't know how to, I'm not going to hold it against you because you don't know how to do it. So it wasn't taught how to do it. But
most women come with an expectation that he's going to. So here's the thing.
Expectation.
That's not true.
From her or what she was
Finish
told to
that.
her?
Expectation.
Most women come with an expectation that he's going to know how to treat her right.
Okay, if that's the case, then every woman wants a guy that's a virgin, then instead of you got tons of.
How many of you do not have an expectation that he's going to treat you right?
And that's
So do it, don't. Everybody has
Areas. Each one of them have different areas of what they think.
Right. That may be different for each of us.
But there's an expectation.
I got one main theory.
But most men, not most men, a lot of men, especially men of color, raised around a lot of strong women.
That's right.
Have not had the opportunity to observe strong men and deal with strong men.
Okay, but a good woman is gonna. Okay, I was raised by my grandmother, and I take strong to that point. But the problem is, a good woman is going to make sure that she put other men in place, or show you some videos, some pictures, or whatever to invest in you. Because my love language for me is to invest in you.
I can't vouch for what moms do. Moms do too like that. I'm telling you.
Because my dad, and I'm just going to put it out there, always told my brothers, you don't just stick with one woman. You don't get henpecked by one woman. Even the guys, you know what I mean? Henpecked. Thank you. You don't do that. You know what I mean? You run the show. You don't let them run the show.
I'm the man.
Because I'm the man. That's wrong. Because the thing of it is that when he gets a daughter, and that happens to his daughter, he's not just right, because we're all somebody's daughter.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? We're all somebody's daughter. So at the end of the day, again, it's always by example. But it's not that you can't learn how to do it.
And perpetrated from so long ago, history back.
Man is always taught to be
Black men
stern.
just don't know unless there's a mentor or they see it in some other family, some other man with his wife, and they can see the love, the cherishing, the correct way to treat their wife or their husband.
But the thing of it is that some men out here, that's a weak man.
Right.
That's
But
a
it's
weak
not.
man.
They're saying it's
That's a
working
weak man
in
that
that
does
other family,
Is it a
though.
weak man
If
because
they
he
want
doesn't
that.
know how?
They don't want to be
What makes
accountable.
him weak?
Okay,
Is
I'm not
it weak?
but my thing that just came to me is that if you know how to do the bad behavior and you do it well, because that's the rules. You understand what I'm saying? That's the rules for bad behavior. The rules are the bad behavior. So why can't you flip that and do what's right?
If you don't set that expectation level of him from up front,
Hold on.
We talk about nurturing and stuff like that, and one of the things when I share with other people, I tell them that we are a product of our environment. When we think about nurturing and young ladies and stuff like that, what's the first toy for a young lady? A dog. Right off the bat, she's learning how to nurture something. She's learning how to take care of something. What's the first toy a boy gets?
A truck.
He learned to push things away from him.
Yeah.
He's learning things, but she all her life learns to nurture something. You got a little girl if she lost her dog, you got to go back. You got to go back and go get it. You lost his truck.
Buy me another one.
He could buy. You could replace his truck. He never had an opportunity to nurture. She gets older. She replaced her dog with a stuffed animal. Again, she's still nurturing it. She's still holding on to it. He replaced his truck with a basketball or baseball or football. We are clueless. Males are clueless on how to nurture. So yes, the females have to teach us. You guys are. We go into this relationship. He's looking for love, and he's gonna use sex to get it.
That's not always true though, because the first person you love is your mother, and your mother, you get that from your mother.
But I don't love my mom like I love that girl.
You took some examples from that mother.
The principles.
Mom is agape, mom is filial, mom is not eros. No way, shape, or form.
But it's very
You always
important
have to
now.
go down to be
Very
about
important.
sex.
In
Why
fact,
does
It
it go by
doesn't.
mom?
I love my woman just like I love my mom.
Not about
But it's very important that if we all want to grow as individuals, when we need to get our teeth fixed, we don't go to a shoemaker.
Exactly.
If you need to know something from a man,
You go to a man.
you ask him, and then when he tells you, you say, no, that ain't true. And you choose not to hear what he's telling you. Okay? If a man is telling you something, you better listen to it. So, but also to put the nail on the head is that we have to learn how to feel each other. We have to learn how to know what this person's weaknesses and strengths are, what their likes and dislikes are, because what you might like, I might not necessarily like, right? And once you learn, especially that man, when he learned that, oh girl, I got you now. When he know where that spot is, he gonna keep hitting it, right? So that's the same thing you do on a man, a woman. A woman, you do that to your man. If you know what he like, I'm not just talking about sexual. I'm talking about all areas. You know what he likes. You don't stop strumming it. Keep strumming that thing.
But I think it go. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll come in after you.
What I was gonna say, Coach, excuse me, is the flip side of that is what this sister said, but it goes even deeper than that. And I know a lot of women give me flack for that. But by the same token, when you're talking, I'm gonna talk from my masculine side because I'm well in tune with it. You gotta decide if you want to be a woman in the relationship or the man in the relationship. Because a lot of women go into relationships wanting to play dual roles, and that comes up with a lot of conflict and a lot of problems, especially black women, because we're very strong, we're very, very empowered. Okay, now I'm very, very vocal, very direct, but I don't have a problem with submitting to my husband because he's earned my respect to submit to him. But men, don't expect me to submit to you if you ain't handling your business.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm sorry.
We are out of time.
I was gonna get around the whole school. I was gonna
Let me
get the all
just say one
story.
thing. Okay, today, I'm sorry.
Close out. Close
Okay,
out.
the only thing I want to say, and I just ministered this to someone, and I was talking to Nikki about it. So it was really meant for me to say this. And what, to your point, is that when we get married, we look at our men as the head and our protector. But what happens to a woman is that when things go awry, and we have to, my protector and my head, now I have to protect myself from my head and my protector. And that's not fair. You understand what I'm saying?
And we're not equipped.
Right, and we're equipped to do that. Because we can do all things because we're so strong. Not taking anything away from the man, but we are strong and we can handle all things. You understand what I'm saying?
We don't want to have.
We don't want to do it, but
Sometimes job.
We're out of time.
Haven't given us that.
Okay, I baited you. I baited you. I did.
there it is. Boom, there it is.
Nikki Joe.
That should have asked me. I didn't know that going 30 years.
From each of you, if you're still in the running, from each of you, I need you to tell me, what is the one piece of advice you would give to a woman over the age of 30? Go.
Like Oprah Winfrey said, when somebody show you who they are, believe it.
Take time to figure out who you are.
Love yourself before you try to love somebody else.
If you're serious, don't waste time with someone who's not serious.
Love yourself and know who you are and what you want.
I would tell somebody that basically know what you want and what you don't want.
Set your goals and live by them.
Be truthful with your expectations and your tolerances.
You said this earlier. Discipline versus willpower. You know what you can do to your job.
Conduct a thorough interview. And pay attention to the red flags. You better.
Hold it. Okay. What I'm gonna say is, if I had to give advice, is to love yourself and to know yourself and to be accepted and have forgiveness and know that love is a foundation for everything.
Loyalty, honesty, and respect.
Give yourselves a hand.
Know the rules, can't get played, no. That's right. Don't ever make somebody a priority. It makes you an option.
Yes.
Hey, I appreciate it, folks. Thanks for a great night. We'll be getting back to you.
That was a great conversation. I wish I was sitting down because I enough.
Before everybody goes, can I get a picture again?
Great job.
Don't worry, I got this.